How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Elvis Junction Reviews. Today we are looking at another product from Rapido Trains. We are looking at a Rapido Trains Evans X72 boxcar in the Conrail small logo paint scheme. This is number 229023. Here it is, and it's lovely. It's a very square Rapido box. I always like the Rapido box. It's very, very interestingly colored. Very unique colors indeed. You can read the back if you want there. Pause the video now. But we're not going to waste any time. Let's get this box open. Let's slide our boxcar out. Underneath our boxcar are a few things. First of all, we have our instruction manual, which also includes a history of the car. Don't worry, we'll get into that. Here is the pop-up diagram of, or pop-out diagram, exploded diagram of the car here. And next up, we have a lovely Rapido sticker. And we have some extra roller bearings. Actually, no, those are not roller bearings. I actually don't know what these are. I'm sure I will find out later. All right, now let's get our boxcar out of its case here. It comes off very nicely. And there it is. It's actually quite light. I'm a bit disappointed. I wish it had a little more weight to it. But I guess we'll get into that at a later date, at a later time. All right, so now let's get into some history. And now onto some history. Between 1972 and 1973, the Penn Center received the first of over 1,065 boxcars in the X72 X72A fleet from the U.S. Railroad Manufacturing Evans Blue Island, Illinois plant. These cars would eventually find their way to Conrail in 1976, retaining their PC numbering series while getting Conrail reporting marks. Some cars received full paint repaints, while others received just patch jobs. After their years with the Penn Central and the Conrail, Canadian National acquired a substantial amount of the remaining fleet, of which in more recent years many were sold off to leasing companies. The only subclass of the X72 was the X72A. There appears to be no external distinctions between the X72 and X72A. Both cars have welded panel construction and feature 6-panel superior doors. The X72 is a general-purpose boxcar that can be found in nearly every service. Some cars are equipped with the DF belt loaders for assisting in loading and unloading of special equipment, while other cars are equipped with dual air packs for shock control of goods and pallets. These specifically equipped cars are assigned service to specific industries for specific loading. All right, now that we've gone over a little bit of history about this car, let's get into some details, starting with the B end and the A end. Okay, so very quickly, for those who do not know what the B and the A end of a freight car is, it's very simple. I'm going to explain it. This is the B end because the brake wheel is on here, is on this side of the car. There is nothing on the other side of the car, which is why it is called the A end. Now, we're going to look into our detail now, starting at the top as we usually do, and we work our way down to the bottom. Starting at the very top here, you can see the silver rivets of the roof that hold the roof to the actual body of the car. Right below that riveting detail, we have our reporting marks, CR229023. Working our way down here, we have a little grab iron right here to traverse the car as you are moving side to side. Right next to those that grab iron are 2 step ladders that work their way down to the bottom of the car here. And smushed in between them is our brake wheel. There's the brake chain. We have some legible writing right here. Here is the tack board or the bad order board, whichever you prefer. We have a little walkway here, so when you are traversing the car, you do not have to step on the coupler whole box. Speaking of the coupler, this is a KD metal coupler, knuckle coupler. It looks very nice. Right next to it here is the air brake hose, and we have our coupler cut bar right here, which is very nice. And you can see right there little stirrup steps on either side of the car here. It's pretty much the same on the other end, minus that brake wheel and the brake chain. All right, so now let's look at the side. All right, so now we're looking at the side of the car here. Starting over here, we have another step ladder that works way down to this little stirrup right here. You can see the truck detail with the springs for the car. We have our reporting marks again, CR229023, and you will also notice that the R is slightly longer than the C, which is very interesting. We have our capacity, our load limit, and our load weight right here. We have 2-inch HF comp brake shoes right here, which is legible. There is a little legible dot with a line through the middle, which I'm not exactly sure what that is. If somebody does know, please let me know. Here we have another thing, P62, and I believe that's September of 1978 was when this car was either repainted or built new. The other side of the car will tell us otherwise. Moving, ooh, it's a little stuck. The air hoses are getting stuck on the rug or carpet mat that I put down here. Here we have our door, our large 6-foot door. I believe that's what it said it had. Yes, no, a 6-panel superior door. So I guess we can count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6 panels right there. Here is the lever for the door right here. There are 2 more small tack boards right here. Lift handle to open or close door, and the door slides to our right. Moving on this way, you can see the lovely Conrail logo, which I do love. This is affectionately known as the can opener logo. We have more details right here, like retaining valve right here. We have the car's designation. It is an X72A. And like I said in the history, there wasn't a really big difference. I suppose this just had better ride equipped for when it comes to loading and all that. We have some more details about the car here, as well as some more details right here, and a black square with a yellow dot. Please somebody let me know what that is, because I don't know what it is. And as you see, we have another step ladder right here. All right, so now let's look at the bottom. Now, if you are well versed in Rapido, you know that they're really big on their undercarriage detail. They really like to put in those details. So, and well, that's exactly what they did. Starting off here on the left here, you can actually see now that there is the brake spring that holds when the parking brake is set. We have our more air brake hoses and the lines. Here is our air tank reservoir for the air brakes, and here's where they connect to the actual brakes here. And you can see this little rod. At first I thought this was a glue string, but it appears not. It is a rod of sorts. And you can actually see that the walkway, the little visible walkway, is see-through, which is really cool. And here is that air brake hose. Not a lot going on the roof here. It's all nice and shiny. You can see the riveting details. That does keep the roof on top right here. And that is pretty cool. All right, so now let's get into my final thoughts. So overall, I had to give this car a solid A. It would have been an A+ if it was a little heavier. That's my only issue with this car. It looks great. I didn't see anything wrong with it. No paint blemishes, no marking problems. But yeah, just the only problem is weight. I still recommend you get these. There's many aplenty still available on select retail shops and also online. Like you can still find like 6-packs of these cars, because so many were made, and not everybody does Conrail. But anyway, if you enjoyed, please hit that like button. Also subscribe if you have not, and hit the notification bell to know when I upload. I upload on Mondays and Fridays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please check in on those days and at that time to see what I have to upload next. But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.